like to call to order the meeting of the Commission on Community Relations and Human Rights Commission. I'm silly tonight. Okay. The date is March 9, 2023. It is 5:09. We are beginning our special meeting for the month because we must discuss Trailblazer nominations. I will do roll call first. Commissioner Paul Conway.
Here.
Commissioner Reverend Marty.
Here.
Commissioner Jocelyn Klaus. And our newest member, Commissioner Les. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit real quick?
Oh, yeah, sure. So my name is Lester. I've lived in Oneonta since 2017. And I've always been an advocate for human rights in Oneonta, and I'm excited to be a part of the bigger picture.
Woo-hoo.
Awesome. So we do have a quorum this evening, so we are good to go. So our business is the Trailblazer. We need to vote on the applications that were submitted to us. Trailblazer, I spoke with Jeff, and we have a definite date of March 30th from 6 to 8. There will be an open bar. We have to figure out food. We do have money in our budget. We have a whole budget of $500, right, Carrie? Whole $500. So, we can do like last year and get platters from Hannaford's. We didn't spend as much as I thought, actually.
Between 3 and 4.
Yeah. And have like finger food available, or we can forego food, or people can ask for donations from businesses. What are people feeling? What do you do?
Well, we also cooked a lot last year.
You did cook a lot, but Deanna's not here.
I'm just mentioning it
Are you
because
gonna
it didn't
be
sound like,
cook?
not by myself.
Right.
I would help if somebody wants to do it, but I would need to know right away, so I make sure the kitchen's available.
You said there was open bar?
Or
you mean cash
there's
bar?
I'm sorry, let me,
That was
sorry.
like $500?
Cash bar.
Okay.
There's a
I'm really excited.
There's a cash bar. My bad.
That would just
Thank
wipe
you for
out that
correcting
whole
that.
thing.
Because yes, it is a cash bar, you're right. But it's available.
Okay, cool.
Does anyone want to cook with Reverend Marty? Cause
I think
Does
just
that
get
mean
platters.
cook with you at the church? Marty?
Yeah, and you'd have to help me with.
I can do that,
Okay,
yeah.
wonderful.
so what are we thinking for food again? We want to do rice and beans? Reverend Marty, you made it, so.
No, really, Deandra was the main, and Deandra's mother. The two of them did it together, and I was kind of assisting by helping them find things and stuff. I really wasn't the main cook.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But
so
I'm
maybe
happy
we'll
to
back
help.
up on this.
So maybe we should just do
Let's
some
just do
platters
the
and finger
platters.
foods. Yeah.
I think that's better.
I feel like it's one less thing to try.
Yeah, honestly, it can just be finger food. Maybe we can, if people feel comfortable enough or know people locally who might offer food, we can ask.
I think
Yeah,
we should
I
go
don't
to
mind
Sammy's.
calling.
I think we should go to Sammy's and ask them that. Why not?
To who?
Sammy's,
Wise guys, yeah.
Wise Guys?
Good food, yeah.
Yeah, and even, I mean, there's a few others that we can ask too. Green Earth, we could ask, Cabral doesn't make food, does he?
Not like that, no.
Okay.
Oxtail.
Yeah, well,
Probably not enough to like help with the,
um,
unless like I gave him supplies maybe to make fun, but that would be complicated.
yeah, we don't wanna make it, we want it easy peasy. I mean, feel good smoothie, anybody, and there's tons of businesses, Fiesta, got. I mean, if we're okay with like a variety of stuff and we're not like going for a theme, then I think we
Right.
can just ask people.
So we'll ask a half dozen places and see what happens?
Yeah.
And if all else fails, we'll still have the Hanfords.
Yeah, good,
That sounds good.
let's try.
So everybody will ask businesses on their own. If somebody gets something, can you just email me or contact me? So we kind of have an idea of what's happening. Carrie, by any chance, do you remember how much we bought? We got two. Do you remember what we got last year?
Not off the top of my head, but I have images of the receipts I can check.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they get attached to the.
Because that was a good amount.
That was a good amount.
So we should probably project for that amount. So we spent like 400 last year on the stuff. So that'll leave us with 100 or so in the budget, depending.
Good.
So we will agree to do this. Well, Carrie, do I still have to meet you at the grocery store and stuff?
If I know how much we're doing, I can even just take care of it. I don't,
Oh.
if I have to be there anyway.
So,
So I can just, if the amount from last time was good, I'll just duplicate.
it was. The food fund was great last time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I don't think there was too much besides some of the cooked food that
Yeah,
was
the
left.
cooked food
Cooked food
went
was
back
left,
up
yeah.
to Saturday spread, but they used it. It was fine.
Yeah.
I can duplicate the order and we'll touch base.
Let's just, duplicate it. And then you don't have to go shopping with me. So we'll do that. So, that doesn't need a vote, right? How we're spending our money, okay. So we'll look forward to having finger foods available.
And what was the starting time again?
6 p.m., 6 to 8. And then really, there's not much else because Foothills is incredible and they literally take care of everything and Jeff is incredible
Jeff is so
and they take care of so much. So really, there's not much else besides food.
And people can order their own drinks, so.
Yep, people get their own drinks.
Do we do like a water thing or anything like that? Like a,
I think they typically have like, for all events I've been to, they have like a pitcher with just water and like plastic cups next to it for people.
Yeah, last year it worked out well. We didn't provide any fluids. It was all
okay.
finger food we provided.
We did need to help with some setup though, as I recall, because a lot more people came than we really thought would. So we were helping with,
So, setup? Okay.
not a lot, but
So maybe that's something I need to contact Jeff about, and if there's gonna need help, setting up. Is anyone available
Yeah,
prior to that
I
can
can
help
help
set
with
up?
definitely.
Yeah, I get out of work at 4:30, so I can definitely pop over.
I can
come
come
Okay.
whenever you want.
So let me, Jeff, set
And how did the PowerPoints come about?
I did those in, conjunction with Jeff.
Okay, thank you. And cleanup, I can certainly help with that too.
Right, definitely clean up, we needed help. But it was a fairly wonderful event for,
Everybody enjoyed it. And the weather was okay, I recall.
Carrie, who's got what meetings on the 30th?
30th will be just finance for March 30th.
Okay.
Finance, human resources goes from typically 5 to 6.
So can I email the council list and the commission's list to invite them?
Of course you can.
Okay.
And I'm sure that, the 21st, I'm sure Katie will announce it as part of her report as well. So,
Okay. So I'll do the same thing again this year. I'll make, on our Facebook page, I'll make an event platform, and then I will do on Eventbrite, I'll set it up so we have the tickets again, so we can have a general idea. It worked, because we knew people were coming, but it was not nearly what came.
No.
But it was nice to know people were coming, I guess.
Yeah.
But an Eventbrite's nice because it'll remind people, so I think just having multiple platforms where people are engaging and accessing it is good. So really, what we need to do is vote on our nominees. Did everyone get a chance to look at them?
They all look good.
Yeah, the only little problem I had with one of them was somebody nominating their own mother. Isn't that in our specs that you really can't do that? I can't remember, I haven't looked at the application form
I think
recently.
it's something that was unprecedented, and we didn't anticipate anything like that.
Well, it's so basic.
Yeah,
You can't write a college recommendation for your own kid,
Yeah,
you
that's
know, that kind of
ridiculous.
thing.
it is.
Although people,
People
Try.
probably try, but it's just common sense, it seems commonsensical to me,
I
but
agree.
I don't know. I mean, I think the person still should be very honored, but I think we should put something in our application from now on that says
We should
family
know that.
members cannot nominate their own family members. I don't know, maybe. I'm
and
wrong.
yeah, and I do see, it'd be definitely different if there was no other attached to it too.
Well, right, definitely, for sure, yep.
Which one was that? I forgot.
That's Reggie.
Reggie, yeah, the only adult person.
Only one adult?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 students and 1 adult.
Gee whiz, I may have missed one.
No, they're all right there if you
We
want to
have
look
4
at
or
it.
3.
Three.
Great.
Okay, I think I saw them all online.
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't realize.
They're
I
all
missed-
here.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I assume that it's gonna be 3 adults recommending the candidate. Don't we all? Are we gonna get
I don't.
recommendations?
I don't care how old the recommender is.
Yeah, I don't.
But I
No,
do
they didn't
think
matter.
it shouldn't be a family member.
Just added that moving forward through the application.
Thanks.
Does it matter though? Like, if Anaya wanted to say, like, vote me, you guys would have a problem with that?
No, but I think the main recommender, somebody who starts the process, shouldn't be a member of your family.
I agree
Well, but
completely.
It's so basic.
I mean,
They
if she,
should know that.
grown.
Yeah,
It's sort of basic.
yes, absolutely. I didn't pick up on that.
Hold on, just waiting.
Took myself in
And
the
then she foot. kind of brought in the big guns, you know, superintendent and the council person, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know that I don't know.
You don't agree with me? That's fine.
Well,
You can disagree.
that a family member, like, so I guess what would be your concerns about the family member nominee?
Called nepotism.
Okay.
That's,
The family member's very biased to begin with.
this is a small town, but we still should be
It's
able
not
to
that
find people
small.
outside of our town, outside of our family to nominate each other. That's,
I mean, like, if it had been her daughter and her other kid and her nephew, or like, you know what I'm saying, or like her brother-in-law.
just expressing my opinion.
I
could be
agree
wrong.
with you completely.
Could be wrong, but
But there's the school superintendent and
No, I
Oh, yeah,
understand.
that's very
But I mean,
impressive.
it's also a small enough town where the school superintendent could be another relative, could be.
But it's not.
Right. I'm just saying in general.
It just seems inappropriate. It really does.
It does. But I still think we should honor this person. I just think in the
Yeah.
future, we should make it clearer in the application form that the person who submits the first application,
Well, you
the
know,
nomination
if we
should not be a
had,
family member.
if I had picked up on it, I would have said something a couple weeks ago when I got the first one and said, hey, get another one in.
Yeah, well, they did,
So-
though.
We
They
should
did.
have told
They
her,
did.
that's just inappropriate.
They
So
got
like,
several in.
so say the superintendent nominated her,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep,
and then say one of the reference statements was from her child.
that'd be different, in my view.
That would be okay?
well, I don't think
Yeah,
a family
because-
member should recommend
At
a
all.
person at all. It's
Okay.
just,
That's fine
it's
with
just
me
not
too.
appropriate. I've never heard of this in my life. And I don't know why I didn't pick up on it.
That's okay.
I'm kicking myself in the
It's all right.
head.
We're here to help each
Don't
other.
do
and-
that, Paul.
Ah!
figuratively.
Funny.
Alright, well, I mean, we're here now,
Yep,
so
we are.
can't unspill milk.
No, that's true.
There's no doubt we have a qualified candidate and
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
recommendation from the superintendent.
As I said, I didn't,
really
I'm
good.
not
Right,
trying to
it
say
can
we
be
should,
something moving forward we can check.
right?
It's so crazy.
But given that, so we have 2 youth and 1 adult, how are people feeling? I mean, does anybody have preference over the others, or do you feel that we can celebrate each of them?
Let me just clarify one thing. The pictures downstairs with the plaques, usually it's one a year over a period of many years, and it's quite a deal. It's a tremendous honor. Now, generally, do we have young people under 21 on those plaques? I don't think so, do we?
Yeah, we do.
We do?
Yeah,
I think there's a separate plaques, right? There's a under 25.
they're all the same.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I always thought they were all adults. I didn't pick up on that either.
Yeah, no, they're all the same.
Well, we can ask the 1 to 8 a year.
No, I think we should go ahead. I was just saying for the future. If it's not on the form to say that you can't nominate somebody from your own family, then it's not a policy.
Okay, I expressed this in the past, and that's going back to last year. And I don't want us to have too many people in 1 year win an award, because generally over the years, it's been 1 or 2 people a year that,
Well, that's not how it was historically. Historically, the commission had several categories. It was only 1 or 2 a year when you were here, and then I was even pushing for runners-up and asking for more than 1. But historically, when this was created, it was not 1 a year. They were separated into categories. There was more than 1 winner.
but generally, I don't think we can see, if we go look at the plaques, that there's,
What did the
Typically
plaques say?
more than-
I'm telling you what Joyce expressed to me and the information that I got from when this commission was enacted, that it used to be several categories that people were submitted to and selected from. There wasn't just 1 for each.
but would typically we have as many as 3?
We had 4 last year.
No,
You mean years ago?
Oh yeah, there
Oh,
was
yeah.
like 6 or 7 categories.
Because there was all these
before.
categories.
Winning.
I'm not talking about
Yeah,
nominating.
winning.
Winning. There was 6 or 7 categories.
Back in Joyce's day when she was running it.
If we look at the plaques downstairs.
I mean, if you want to go look at the plaque, Paul, be my guest, but I'm not sure why that would matter. But we did 4 last year. This is less than last year. There's 2 youth. We should be excited to have more youth.
Oh,
that
they're
are getting
qualified, they're good
nominated.
people, qualified people.
So
I'm looking for the future, not having too many at once. For instance, the rotating system is working really great. For over
Yeah.
a year, we have 3 pretty qualified people, I think, who are likely to endorse and award. But I don't want to see in the future too many in 1 year. I think it trivializes the way it's been done generally.
I mean, you and I disagree on this. I feel like we should bring back all the categories because I don't think that, like if we looked at our winners last year, none of them were even in the same field or doing the same thing. They were completely impacting our communities differently. And how do you decide which one is more valuable? Like if we had 25 applicants, I could see how that would be different. But, this is even lesser than last year. And now we actually have some youth that have gotten nominated, which we've been lacking youth for the last few
I'm
years.
happy to see that.
Yes, definitely.
So I guess maybe the next time around, we can talk about it more, and I will probably make a proposal that we limit the number in a given year to, say, 3 or 4. But that's something we can discuss.
Right, and I'm pretty sure that I've shared the information from Joyce where she described all the categories and subcategories. We went over that a
I remember
few
that, yeah.
different, so this is not like a new thing for this award. this is something that was in the past, that worked for them in the past, and then, you know, as things shift, they were trying to make it better, and now we're trying to shift it again.
I guess I'm thinking also of this rotating system. I think it's working great. Over a year, we wind up with 3 qualified candidates, say. But in the future, are we going to have more than one session to decide on which nominees to make awards to? More than one a year? In other words, we have rotating applications.
Yes.
So say we get a few rotating applications in September. I would hope that we wait until the spring.
Oh, yeah, that would
Okay.
be the goal. The goal would be to
Okay.
collect all of the nominations instead of rotating.
Good, okay,
And review them all in the spring.
good, okay.
Yes.
I wasn't clear on that. I wanted to-
Yeah, I think that is the most, I agree, that's the better way to approach it.
Good.
It's just that we wanna leave it open to when people get around, you know, like, when they're feeling like they've run into someone who's capable and should be awarded this. But so just how are people feeling about just having these 3 beer winners for this year?
Fine,
I support it.
fine, perfect. I so nominate.
All three.
I move all 3.
Okay, so we have to vote, right? So we would,
You need a second first.
huh?
You have a motion, you need a second.
Right. So
You have a motion,
Second.
you have a second. There you go.
uh,
Now you can vote.
so all those in favor say aye of picking or selecting all 3 for our Trailblazer winners.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, so it is passed. All 3 are our winners for this year. I will contact the winners and put them on notice, and hopefully they'll be available on the 30th.
Thank you, Sharon.
And then this is, you know, this has been an ongoing thing for us, the Trailblazer, and something that we'll have definitely be getting to in trying to suss out what it's gonna look like moving forward with this award. But it may be something, I don't know, Carrie, do you have access to any of the documents prior?
We would have anything that was submitted to our office because it gets entered as part of the meeting record, so it should have a lifetime retention. It's just whether it's digital or if I have to go into the archives,
Oh, okay.
which there is a huge, it sounds more like it than it is.
Okay, I'll hit Joyce back up and see if I can get anything from her specifically, to kind of help settle your concerns, Paul, with how this used to be run historically. But I think, as with anything, they were shifting to try to see if something was working, and then they were shifting out of it. And when I joined, it was like the commission, they were starting to shift and think about runner-ups and going back to a different system.
And I could see Paul's concern is with any award, you want to make sure that people that are getting honored with the award feel like, you know, you earned something special and you did something great. And sometimes when there's too many people, it starts feeling more like a participation ribbon rather than an actual award. Not saying that 3 at a time is giving anything, but if we did get 25 in a year and then we're gonna give out 25, I could see where that would be a concern.
Yeah, no, and I think that's why the categories are, like, bringing the categories back are gonna be helpful.
Might be
Um,
helpful for people that are nominating too.
Right,
Yeah.
so it'll help streamline things for everyone, and so that way people can go in a category, be in a category, and if they're up against other people, then we're selecting from those categories. So it's not all those.
I always feel sorry for the people who were really well qualified to win the award in previous years and wound up second or third. They didn't get it, but
We talked
clearly-
about that.
Oh yeah, I felt badly for them too. This is why I was arguing against that. That's why I wanted to make sure that we weren't doing that to anyone else.
But I mean, the point was, I feel sorry for them, but they could reapply.
But
next
nobody
year.
ever renominates them.
That's,
There's literally no one that's ever been renominated. We say renominate them, we say invite them back, wish you good luck, but they're like, literally no one has ever been renominated. Even, look, Betty Lee. Betty Lee is one of the most qualified human beings in the city to receive the award.
I was hoping she would get renominated.
She got nominated one time, hasn't been renominated
Very
since.
strange.
Wow.
It's very strange.
Makes no sense at all. Betty Lee still helps run our Facebook page. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, she more than qualifies for this award.
See, and I thought that maybe she just didn't win it because she was on the Human Rights Commission.
It was who she was up against.
I can't remember who she was.
But at the time, the decision was made to pick someone else, and unfortunately, my grown-up idea was not loved as much then, and so it was like, you know, congratulations, but sorry, come back again next year. So, like, perfect example of someone who should have received it,
Oh,
didn't
for
receive
sure.
it, and no one in this whole city has thought to renominate her.
Maybe next year.
Do we ever post like past winners? Because honestly, I would have thought Betty Lee had won it already. You know what I
Right?
mean? Like I
There you go.
so maybe if we remind people of
Yeah.
past winners,
Yeah.
then we can just be like,
That makes so much sense,
yeah.
because that might be the reason she hasn't been renominated. People are forgetting and that she hasn't already received it. Mhm.
I think too, our application in the past was tedious,
Oh,
and it
yes.
deterred people fully from applying. And so now it's a lot more streamlined, it's easier to carry the application's going good, right?
Yeah, I thought it worked well,
Yeah.
as long as the notifications worked as they should. The information is put right into a singular email, we're notified immediately. We can go in, download it, and come up with the packets that you have there. It keeps everything looking consistent, and
Yeah.
That's great.
So this is a nice new method for us to do, a new way to do this, and it's been successful, so we win there. Now we just need to hammer out what the award is gonna look like and what nomination, you know, who's gonna get selected in future meetings. Just real quick, our April meeting, they had to move some meetings for other committees in April. Are we feeling like, we need an April meeting to reschedule somewhere else in the month of April that's available? Or do we feel like we can forego the April?
Let me ask you a question first. Do we still have a regular March meeting, or is this?
Well, this will be considered our March meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Because the 30th is
Sure.
the day we're supposed to meet. We will be having a meeting, it'll just be at Foothills, and some of us might be at the,
I thought it was always on the fourth Thursday, not the last.
or,
Okay, it doesn't matter.
is there more Thursdays?
There's 5
than I
Thursdays,
recognize?
there's 5 Thursdays in March.
Oh, gosh.
It would have been on the 23rd, I think, but it doesn't matter to me.
Right, I think foregoing the 23rd, because we've met now.
Absolutely, yep.
All of us have focus and goals, gotta get things done, ask people if they wanna donate food, we all have jobs. I'm gonna ask Jeff about needing help setting up, and I will email everyone and let them know. But I think the only availability would be like the week after the Trailblazer.
There's no other times in April,
Right.
you're saying?
So,
the 17th would be an option. That's a Monday, though. The 24th and 5th, we could do a 7 o'clock. That would put you on a Monday or Tuesday.
I can't really, I can't do,
are we looking at me?
just as my, I mean, if everybody wants me without me, that's fine.
I can't do Mondays. I could do Tuesday, though. If there's business.
But my question is, do we need an April meeting?
we have something
There's
else.
nothing that's on the agenda that we can
Yeah.
think of.
I mean, unless something insane comes up, I mean, we can obviously have a special meeting at any time. But it would be so close to us just having the Trailblazer.
Yeah,
So May would still be the 25th.
I think, yeah, so May would be our next meeting.
May 25th, right?
Is everyone okay with that? So Carrie, we'll forego an April meeting.
And that'll be my last meeting, so, May.
The May meeting will be Marty's last meeting.
Yep,
She'll be leaving us.
because I'll be moving the week of June 17th.
That's really all we had to go to. So, we don't need to vote on that, right? It's, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna call the end of our meeting. It is 5:40.